Pace cars in, here they come, and we are just about set to go for green. Green flag is out, and it is Kurt Brainerd that will take the field deep into turn number 1. Brainerd in the 96 has the advantage for a moment, but here comes the 88 of Savage up on the outside. Jerry Savage and Kurt Brainerd side by side into turn number 3. Savage takes it just a little bit deeper, and he emerges as the leader to complete lap number 1. Right behind him is Tom Tagg.
Everybody's still real tight together as they complete lap number 1.
Lloyd Agor begins to move up on the outside with car number 22. He's into third spot. Here comes Tagg down on the inside. Tagg challenges the 88 of Savage. Off of 4, back across the stripe pool at B. It is Tagg by inches. Into turn 1. Tom Tagg now takes full advantage, but the yellow flag is out. For tonight's Car Quest 150 for the NASCAR Modified Tour. We will also at that time welcome back to the Stafford microphone our old buddy Mike Kalanoff, who is back in town out of Sandusky, Ohio. Green flag, back out. Tagg jumps on the throttle. He leads Savage and the 31 of Gallup into turn 1. Agor is back into 4th spot. Rounding out the top 5 is Brainerd in car number 96. Tom Tagg leads the charge. We've got a spin down into the infield. It appears to be the 86 of Georgitis. Bobby is able to refire, and we remain under green. 30 laps the scheduled distance for the Winston Racing Series Modified. Tom Tagg out of Oxford, Massachusetts. The Ollie's Food and Spirits Bill's Transmission. Car number 3, MA. Off the turn and back down to complete lap number 4. Tagg, Savage, and the 31 of Richie Gallup.
Start to settle down a bit now. The cars have spread out just a bit. Tagg still dominating up front, but not running away from the rest of the field. Savage looking for an opportunity to get down underneath, but it seems that the line that they're both running in is the fast way around. Tagg now starts to stretch out just a tad. Got 2 car lengths. Richie Gallup drops down to the inside to take a look-see going into turn number 1, but not able to hold it on, but he's getting real close. Richie Gallup goes up on the outside this time. Drops back in, but still not able to find the fast way around. Jerry Savage.
It is Tagg by about 4 car lengths now as we exit turn 4. This time 8 laps up on the scoreboard. Savage doing a great job tonight with car number 88. And Richie Gallup right there knocking at the door with car number 31. He is in the 3rd spot. Agor continues to hold on for position number 4. It appears to be Bo Gunnick all the way up now into the 5th spot with that number 33. Pat Chambrello and Bob Potter going at it, but Potter takes the high road around Chambrello, and Potter now moves into the 6th position. Mike Christopher also looks to follow suit up and around the outside of Chambrello. Can't do it that time. And right behind Mike is twin brother Ted in the red number 13. So the heavy hitters now beginning to move to the front of this race. And down through the infield in a violent slide is the 22 of Agor. But what a great job for Lloyd Agor.
It appears that he touched wheels with another driver and just rocketed off the race course. But he kept it running, and he's getting back on.
The 99 of Greg Tinkham. Steaming up a storm in the lap.
Yeah, once you get into a situation where you're into the infield, you want to stay as far away from the racing surface until the cars stop. And it's safe to progress back onto the track so you don't bring debris out with you.
Okay, here we go. Green flag back out, and it is Tagg and the 31 of Gallup. Richie Gallup now moves into that second spot. And here comes Bob Potter. Potter, who started deep in the pack and has just been working his way up through, finds running room very, very quickly, picks off the likes of Bo Gunning and Jerry Savage, and now finds himself up into the third spot. Ted Christopher is on a roll with a 13. He has managed to put away his brother Mike and Pat Chambrello, and now finds himself knocking at the door of Bo Gunning. Not one driver in this division likes to see that white number 51 ahead of them. They know that Bobby Potter is one of the toughest guys there is to beat.
Potter takes a dip down to the inside, looking for some room to pass, but was closed off that time, but still stays real close to the leaders as they start to pull away from the rest of the field.
Potter and Richie Gallup are fighting it out for that second spot, while Tom Tagg enjoys the lead. 13 of 30 up on the scoreboard. A couple more circuits, will be at the halfway point, and it is still Tom Tagg out in front. Richie Gallup, Bob Potter, Jerry Savage, the 33 of Bo Gunning, the 6 of Chambrello, and here comes Teddy and Mike. The brothers Christopher working over Pat Chambrello. Christopher up on the high side, Chambrello runs in the groove. Teddy takes it deep into turn number 3, but Pat does not give up anything. Down the front straightaway they go.
We're halfway home now. Halfway through.
It's a great race we've got going for position number 6. We've got a spin down in turn 1. It could be the 03 machine of Dave Bergman. Yellow light is out.
Exactly what we do when we hit the stripe again.
Oh, buddy Barry has had a pretty easy night out there tonight. Wave to the folks at home, Barry. Green flag is back out. Tom Tagg once again shows them the short lead in turn 1. Tagg and Gallup. Potter and Bo Gunning goes around.
He looks like he got a little help on that one, and there's 1, 2, 3 more cars get involved. And Paquette's got some problems. He's dragging something on his car. Gunning looks like he stalled his. No, he got it going again.
Scott Gorman went around with the 99. And it looks, believe it or not, in spite of the horrific, suddenly spins coming off of turn 2 and spins right up into the middle of the racetrack, backwards. You can see quite a bit of front end damage done to the David Chevrolet sponsored car number 1. At least a broken steering arm, maybe a broken racket pinion.
But it seems we've been around 25 times with all the yellow flags.
Well, we're back under green now, Tony, and here comes the leader, Tom Tagg, one more time. Battle is for second at this juncture. It looks like Richie Gallup will squeeze it out. Gallup grabs a hold of second. Potter is into third, but here comes Ted Christopher now. He'll challenge the 88 of Savage. Ted Christopher in that red number 13. Moves up to 4th. Savage now drops back into the 5th spot. Mike Christopher also on a roll as he tries to head to the front as we've got a spin down in turn number 1.
One wheel is turning right, the other one isn't, so his car is well out of action, and the field is ready to go. Back to you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. That's the story on the Bergman car. Green flag is back out, and this time, Tom Tagg really has his hands full. We've got a spin down on the front straightaway. Let's see, we may have to do this one all over again. Tagg is... That's where we are. Yellow flag is out. Rick Recchi of car number 17. Spun again. Well, I'll tell you, master at that is Richie Gallup. That time, however, Tom jumped on it a little bit earlier. Okay, daylight savings time with Tom's corner. So Tagg leads them back out of turn number 2. Gallup is right there, and so is Ted Christopher. Teddy up alongside of Bob Potter. Potter back in the third spot. Christopher challenging for third. Finds himself looking on the outside. Here's a challenge for the lead, even though it is short-lived. Gallup looked to the inside, could not make the move. Here comes Potter. And Christopher. Potter now peeks to the inside. Has to back out of it. When he does, Christopher pulls right up alongside. Off the turn they come, down across the stripe.
Christopher's held that high line for a number of laps. He seems to be able to hold the speed through it, where most of the cars have to back off a tad. He's staying right in it.
Teddy is tough. There's no two ways about it. Tagg, Gallup, running 1-2, and then side by side, Bob Potter and Ted Christopher. Great open wheel racing duel.
There's no doubt that this is more than a one-groove racetrack. And Christopher's proving that because he stayed out there for 4 laps now, and he's not giving up an inch. And he's actually driving further around than those people in front of him.
He's covering more territory, but it looks like that time he may have lost a little bit. 10 laps to go, that's it. 10 circuits for Tom Tagg in the Ollie's Food and Spirits Bill's transmission, car number 3. We've got a spin as Savage goes around coming off of 4, and we stack them right up.
Well, there's going to be flat spots and tires on several cars.
Surprisingly, Terry is able to drive away.
The guy who got it all started drives away.
He will take about 20 minutes to set up the infield pit area, stage the cars on the front straightaway, and be ready for the go. Speaking of going, that's what we're doing right now as Tom Tagg leads them off the turn. Here comes Bob Potter. Potter moves down low, challenges Richie Gallup as Bobby Georgiadis goes through the infield. Potter now emerges as the sole occupant of second. But no more do we say that than Richie Gallup comes back on the outside. Off the turn, back down across the stripe. Now Potter tries to slide in. Gallup will not give him the room, however. Tagg, Potter, Gallup, and Teddy Christopher. Running 1 through 4 in that order. Pat Chambrello, a great run for the independent out of New Britain tonight to round out the top 5. Back down across the line. 22 on the scoreboard. 8 to go. Tom Tagg looking for his 2nd win of the season. Won back on May 15th. Bob Potter looking to pick up yet another win.
And Potter's really trying to probe now. He stuck his wheel under twice on that last lap trying to find a way around. And he's going to do it again. He's underneath, but Tagg shuts the door off. He seems to know exactly where to drop down on the track to take back the advantage.
Tagg is looking for his 2nd win. Potter looking for his 3rd. Ted Christopher is looking for his 2nd.
A little off-traffic excursion by number 88 car, Savage, but he managed to rope it back in.
And Richie Gallup is looking for his 1st. He's going to spin over in turn 3. That's the Bo Gunning car. That's a real tough one for Bo. He had managed to slide his way about halfway back through the pack. Green flag is back out, and we're headed for home. This time, Tom Tagg once again shows that he has determination tonight. But look at the battle for 2nd. Potter, Gallup, Christopher, Chambrello. Potter holds on for 2nd. Gallup now tries to inch in there for 3rd. Off the turn and back down to the line. 5 laps to go. 5 circuits remain. Tom Tagg, Oxford, Massachusetts. Here comes Bobby Potter. He looks to the outside. Potter thinks better of it, tucks the nose back in, and almost gets sideways in the process. Jerry Savage slams the wall off of turn number 4. East Long Meadow, he is moving in the race car. We have a red checker, which is being issued. And so the win will go to Tom Tagg out of Oxford, Massachusetts.
You got to give him credit for consistency. It's tough to win a race this way. You'd rather be there under the throttle ahead of everybody when you pass, but he deserves a real big round of applause because he put up with, what, 9, 10 restarts?
A bunch of them. And along with Bob Potter. Bob is the only other 2-time winner. Other winners have been Mike Paquette, Ted Christopher. Now, we correct that. Ted has won 2. Steve Shawansky and Bo Gunning.
It was an interesting race. It started out real clean, and then all of a sudden, whether it was lack of concentration or what, but we had a bunch of yellow flags and trash.
In the Winston Racing Series Modified Division.
I know we've mentioned a number of times, if you haven't had an opportunity to pick up the program and vote, the drivers really do appreciate it, you voicing your appreciation for them, because you're the people that make this racing possible. So take the time, fill out your ballot, and submit it to the office.
Quick note before Tom does make it into victory lane. For those of you who are sitting directly in front of the announcer's booth, we would just like to remind you that once the Modified Tour race gets underway, we ask that you remain seated, because if you'll notice, directly in front of the announcer's booth is the scoring section. So we ask that you please at all times remain seated so the scorers can do their... But who cares? It is Tom Tagg accepting the congratulations.
You hit the first animal?
Yeah, the other guy.
Great race.
Hey. Oh, but
once again, Tom, nice to see you on this particular spot. That was quite a race. The thing that I noticed in particular, after the yellow flags, you got the green, you had these fantastic reactions. To what do you attribute that?
well, in the heat we broke a clutch, and my crew fixed the clutch. We changed the whole clutch assembly and went back to our old system, and they just get everything right on. I made one mistake, and thank God there was a yellow after it, and I knew I wasn't going to make that mistake again. Richie almost got me.
Well, it was a beautifully driven race. You take the checkered flag. The credit is due to you and who else?
My crew, starting with my father, John Tagg, Mike Delman, my brother-in-law, Billy Weigel, Ron Cruzis, Gary Boudelet, Bain, who's not here tonight, he does our body work. Our sponsors, Ollie's Restaurant, Max's Motors, Tagg Realty. They're just a great team, and you know, I got to thank too the 2 guys who are behind me tonight, Richie Gallup and Bob Potter. I was on the edge, and they left me alone in the middle of the turns, and I cut Bob off once on a restart. I really didn't think he was there. I thought I was all the way in front of him, and I apologize when we were under the yellow, and you know, it's just a great feeling to be here, one piece.
And it's lovely to see you here, Tom. Keeping up the Tagg family tradition, yeah?
Yeah, we're all winners.
You're winners, and again, congratulations, Tom Tagg. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Tagg.
Okay.
All right, so a great run for Tom and his crew tonight, and it'll be a great night for the Taggettes as well.